you would imagine the show would have so many seasons that eventually.
No, it depends on how crazy the fans are.
It's get like supernatural level.
I forgot to mention that. So I was Christmas shopping at Toys R Us, and I witnessed my first brony. This was as stereotype of a brony as you can get.
Was he in the aisle of the?
Did he have a fedora?
Big dude. He's got the glasses on. Look like he's like in his I don't know, early 30s, late 20s, and he's just like looking at all the little.
Wait, that was your
friend?
We've been to fucking like Comic-Con after Comic-Con and Denver.
No, he's talking about a wild
Like,
brony.
not
in the public.
Because Comic-Con and stuff like that,
brony.
I can see them going to that.
Okay.
Like events, whatever, like events or events. But like this was just
So like Jordan's in the wild.
Like there's no reason for him to be there other than to like.
And
so he had like
to get brony
look at
stuff.
ponies.
I mean, I saw the first take and I was like, what the fuck? That seemed a little bit weird. But then I thought in my head, it's around Christmas time. Maybe he's buying stuff for like a kid. Like, that makes sense.
When you see him.
But then I like walked by him again and I was just like in that aisle pretending that, because I had a lot of toys and I was
Maybe
like.
he thought you were creepy, because he was probably just looking for
he
a
was
toy.
He was
and
super,
you kept passing by each aisle looking at him like, what's going on here?
Well, the thing is, like, I saw him there, and I did, like, a pass, and I came around again. He was still there, and he had, like, one pulled down, he had another one. So there was clearly some dilemma there that he was thinking between, like, one pony and another pony.
So why didn't you, as a good, gracious Samaritan, go up and be like, I'll get you the other one. You buy one, I'll buy you the other one.
Well,
man, he'd be so happy with you. He may invite you to his next brony get-together at his house.
I don't know. I guess
there might be Santa's nearby.
Invited you over for some Christmas ham.
There was a lot of stuff going on in my head at that moment in time. I did, however, see another thing. Well, I'm not really sure. I don't think it's a thing, but hi parents. So there was two parents with the kid looking at stuff, and the dad sounded a little bit like weird at first because he was like, "Oh man, look at all these awesome toys!" Like he's really getting into it, and I was like, "Okay, that seems a little bit strange." But then I walked by him, and it just a wave of just clearly marijuana
smells like
just
ganja
hits me, and I'm like, "Oh, I see what's going on here now."
Whoa,
and later
toys,
he's like walking around. He's like walking
man.
around the store with like a giant Despicable Me minion toy, like a giant plushie, and he's like, "Honey! Honey!" He like lost his wife and kids somewhere, like during his like whatever.
So wait.
Oh man!
Did you go to the Toys R Us by the mall?
Oh,
It's
That's the ghetto fucking Toys R Us. It's no
it's
wonder
such a
you saw
nice
all these
area.
fucking people there.
It's such a nice area.
That
but
Toys
the
R Us is like
bad.
that is like the sore fucking thumb of everything that's around there.
That's not a ghetto
That
area.
Toys
That's-
R
No, it's not
No,
a
it's
ghetto
a
area.
ghetto-
It's Park
it's not
Meadows.
Toys R
It's
Us.
super
But
nice.
that Toys R Us, that Toys R Us is shitty.
It's really shitty.
That Toys R Us is
That was
shitty.
a great experience that I had in that Toys R Us. Like just
Bronies
Was
and
that in the
high
same
parents.
yeah, it was in the same visit. Hi Dad and Brony was both in the same visit. Like I was just shocked.
I went there one time, maybe twice, and I never went back to that Toys R Us again. That Toys R Us is fucking bad.
Like the cashier was like arguing with somebody else like mid checkout. Like she was like getting mad at another employee because he said something under his breath, and she was like, "Yo, I heard that. I heard what you said." She's like, "Sorry."
Toys R Us.
What
That
the
Toys
fuck
R
is
Us
going
is
on?
fucking bad.
Toys R Us is fucked up.
Yeah,
That
it's pretty
Toys R Us
bad.
is pretty shitty.
It's such a nice area too. Like, and then
goodness.
that's like like James said, the sore thumb of that spot.
That's the ghetto Toys R Us right there.
Oh wow! Well,
I felt kind of bad, honestly. Like you're like a dad and your kid and you're shopping. You're just like super stoned, like looking at Despicable Me toys. Like, oh, I gotta get myself one of these.
look at this minion man.
How old was the
The
kid?
dad was more excited for the toys than the kid
was
was.
probably
I
like
mean,
9 or 10. I'd want to
Yeah,
say.
and the kid was probably there like.
But he
Dad,
lost
why
him.
did you
He
bring me
lost him
here?
because he was the only one that was like he was just walking through the aisles like with this big plushie like looking for his wife and shit. And I was like, what?
I imagine like what led up to that was just like they were just sitting at home smoking or whatever, and then he's just like turns to his wife, "Hey, you want to go to Toys R Us?
They're just ripping in the car
just
and the
like-
kid's just in the back seat. And they're like,
Get the kid!
let's go get some toys.
Yo, bring the kid!"
You wanna get some toys, little man?
The kid's
forgot to
like,
get him fucking Christmas
Oh,
presents.
dude, I fucking love Despicable Me.
the kid's like, "Dad, I don't want to be here."
Oh man.
Those minions are pretty cool, though.
They are pretty cool.
So I don't blame the dad for one.
Yeah, I guess I don't blame
minion.
him. It's just fucking Christmas, and Dad's like shopping for toys for himself. So I
He's
mean,
high out of his
Man,
mind.
for him, that was the
Out of his
best
mind.
fucking minion in the world.
maybe that's how you gotta do it. Maybe he just knows that if you go to Toys R Us, you're in for a bad experience.
I get, yeah, I
regardless.
think
So he's
that
just-
it's just Christmas shopping in general has been a traumatizing experience in his life.
So he's
it's
gotta, like,
I've
loosen up or
I've got to
something.
loosen up real good to survive this.
God.
Oh man.
Yeah, that Toys R Us is pretty bad. That's not surprising that it happened at that one.
Yeah, that one's pretty bad. That's pretty bad right there. Well.
That's pretty good.